Hello students, welcome you all to VisionQ YouTube channel. So in the last video, we have discussed the first part of Science and Technology, which was a mock test held in our institute in the offline classes. So today we'll discuss the next part of the mock series, where we'll discuss the next set of 25 questions starting from question number 26 till question number 50. So if anyone have not watched the first part, so please do watch the first part first, the link of which you will get in the description box in the comment section. So let us start the video now. So and start the first question of today's series, which is question number 26. So which of the following statement is correct? So viruses can affect, there are three options here, bacteria, fungi and plants. Try to select the right answer from these three options. So if I talk about viruses, so viruses are basically infectious agents. They are non-living particles, they are non-living organisms, but when they come inside the host cell or host animal, the host may be either animals, plants, bacteria and all other microorganisms. So when it comes inside the host, it becomes living and it can multiply or it can replicate only inside the host cell. This is the specialty of any viruses. So virus can infect any organism, maybe it can be animals, plants, bacteria or any other microorganisms. So that answer is all the three are right. So the answer is option number D, 1, 2 and 3 are the right options. So let us see the next question of today's series, question number 27. So who is the first chairman of ISRO? So ISRO stands for Indian Space Research Organization. Okay, Indian Space Research Organization. It is a national space agency. It is a national space agency. And headquarters of this agency is in Bengaluru. The first chairman of ISRO was Vikram Sarabhai. And presently the chairman of ISRO is S. Somnath. He is the 10th chairman. He is the 10th chairman of ISRO and he assumed office on 15 January 2022. The right answer of this question number 27 is option number C, which is Vikram Sarabhai. So students, if you have not subscribed to our channel, so please do subscribe to our channel for more such important videos which are very important for all the examination, maybe APSC, UPSC, any state PSCs, SSC, railway and all other central and state level exam. The next question we'll discuss is question number 28. To which disease is caused due to deficiency of vitamin A? Now vitamin A is basically a fat soluble vitamin. I have discussed in the previous part one question that vitamins are of two types, fat soluble and water soluble. So fat soluble vitamins are basically A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. And remaining vitamin B complex and vitamin C are water soluble vitamins. Vitamins soluble in water. Now different vitamins have different functions in our body. The main function of vitamin A is that it helps in maintaining good eyesight. It helps in maintaining good eyesight. Vitamin A is also known as retinol. This is the scientific name of vitamin A. And because of the deficiency of vitamin A in any person, it leads to a disease which is known as night blindness. So night blindness is a disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A in our body. The right answer of this question number 28 is option number C, night blindness. So let us move to the next question now, question number 29. To which among the following satellites has the highest number of transponders? So all these are GSAT satellites. Now GSAT is a series of satellites which refers to geostationary satellites. Now the satellite which has the highest number of transponders, so transponders means the set of transmitters, receivers to receive the signal and the amplifiers to use to amplify the signal. So that satellite which has the highest number of transponders is the GSAT 16. Okay. So if I talk about GSAT 16, this was the 11th communication satellite launched by ISRO. It was the 11th communication satellite which was launched by ISRO. And this satellite has the highest number of transponders, which is equal to 48. It carried the highest transponders, 48 transponders, and it was the first satellite which carried the highest transponders launched by ISRO. It was launched by the European space vehicle of the European Space Agency, whose name was Ariane 5. Ariane 5 VA221. So this was the name of the space vehicle which launched this satellite GSAT-16. The right answer of this question number 29 is option number A, GSAT-16. So let us see the next question of today's series, question number 30. So which among the following is popularly called as laughing gas? So this is a very important question for any examination. So which of the following gas is commonly called as a laughing gas? Now the term laughing gas denotes the gas which is known as nitrous oxide. Formula is N2O. It is also known as dinitrogen oxide. Dinitrogen oxide. And the symbol of nitrous oxide is N2O. So it is a compound consisting of nitrogen and oxygen. The right answer of this question is option number C, nitrous oxide. So next question we'll discuss is question number 31. So where are the communication satellites placed? The satellites which are used for communication purposes are placed in which orbit? Okay, now you should know about this orbit. So satellites are placed in different orbits. All these are options, all these are orbits only: low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, polar orbit and geostationary orbit. Now satellites, communication satellites are placed in the geostationary orbit, which is known as GEO. It is also known as geosynchronous equatorial orbit. Geosynchronous equatorial orbit. Now if I talk about this orbit, the height of this orbit is very high as compared to the other orbits. It is at a height of 35,786 km above the Earth's equator. This orbit is at a height of 35,786 km above the Earth's equator, and commonly the communication satellites are placed in this orbit. The right answer of this question number 31 is option number D, geostationary orbit. So let us see the next question. Question number 32. A question based on physics. Which of the following pair is incorrect? So you have to choose, you have to given three options here. You have to choose the incorrect option among these three options, 1, 2 and 3. Now first unit is parsec. Now parsec, if I talk about parsec, the parsec is basically a unit of distance. So parsec is a unit of distance, or you can say unit of length, which is used to measure vast distances, very large distances between astronomical objects. So it is basically used to measure the vast distances between the astronomical objects outside the solar system. Outside the solar system. And we know distances or length is measured in meter, centimeter, and out of which the SI unit of length is meter. So if I talk about 1 parsec, so 1 parsec is approximately equal to 3.26 light year. Now light year is again unit of distance, and 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So light year is a unit of distance, okay, and 1 parsec value is approximately equal to 3.26 light year. That means you can say 1 parsec is almost equal to 3.26 into 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So this is the value of 1 parsec in terms of SI unit of distance, which is known as meter. So first one is correct. Next, barrel. So barrel is basically unit of measurement of liquid, which is used in the oil industry, and 1 barrel is almost equal to 159 liters in terms of unit of volume of liquid. And as I told, light year is again unit of distance only. So light year is the distance traveled by light in 1 year. So light year is basically the distance which is traveled by light in 1 year. And this light year value is equal to 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So these all three are correct option. So answer will be option number D, all are right. So next, see the next question, question number 33. So in this question you are given 4 satellites, all are satellites launched by ISRO, and these are GSAT satellites. Satellites of the GSAT series in this question number 33. Try to find out which 2 of the following satellites failed to reach the orbit. GSAT 2, GSAT 4, GSAT 5P, GSAT 12. Out of these 4 satellites, GSAT 4 and GSAT 5P, they failed to reach the orbit. The date of their launch and the year of their launch is given in the options only. Now, out of these 4 satellites, GSAT 4 and GSAT 5P are those satellites which failed to reach the orbit. So answer will be option number 2 and 3 is right. Option number D. So next is the next question, question number 34. So what are the main constituents of LPG? There is the liquefied petroleum gas. I have also discussed this concept in a previous part. Okay, you should know which are the main constituents of LPG. So LPG main constituents, it consists of a group of hydrocarbons, and the main constituents of LPG are methane, butane and propane. These all are compounds consisting of carbon, hydrogen. All are organic compounds or hydrocarbons. The formula of methane is CH4. The formula of butane is C4H10. And the formula of propane is C3H8. And all follow the common formula which is CnH twice n plus 2. Such compounds or alkanes follow the common formula which is known as CnH twice n plus 2. The right answer of this question number 34 is option number B. Methane, butane and propane are the constituents of LPG. So next is the question number 35 of today's series. So which one is India's first satellite exclusively used for educational purposes? The name itself is here. There is the EduSat or educational satellite. It is also known as GSAT-3. Okay, EduSat or educational satellite is also known as GSAT-3. Again, a satellite of the GSAT series used for educational purposes. The right answer of this question is option number B, EduSat. Okay. Next is the question number 36, which is based on acid topic. Now, which acid is found in the sting or the bite of ants or bees? The right answer of this question is option number B. The very important question for any examination, you should know the acids and their sources. Okay, name of the acid and where they are found. So now this acid is present in the sting or the bite of ants or bees. The right answer is formic acid. It is also known as methanoic acid. Formic acid is also known as methanoic acid. The formula of this acid is HCOOH or CH2O2. The answer is option number B, formic acid. So let us see the next question, question number 37. Which is the first navigation satellite of India, which is launched by ISRO? The first satellite used for navigation purposes. So it is a series of satellites. The series refers to IRNSS. And the full form is the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System is a group of 8 satellites. It is a group of 8 satellites, out of which 7 satellites are already have been launched into the space or orbit, and 1 satellite is yet to be launched. Now, out of these 8 satellites, the first satellite of this IRNSS series was IRNSS-1A, which was launched on 1st July 2013. And it was launched by the Indian Space Vehicle, which is known as Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle, or in short PSLV XL C-22. Name of the space vehicle which launched the satellite, which is IRNSS-1A. It was launched in the year 2013, 1st July, and is the first satellite of this IRNSS series. So the right answer of this question number 37 is option number C, IRNSS-1A. So next question is question number 38. India's first satellite and when it was launched. The right answer of this question number 38 is option number B, Aryabhatta, which was launched in the year 1975 in 19th April. So next is the next question, question number 39. Sugar is a form of. So sugar, or you can say glucose, there's a blood sugar, fibers, starch. So all these are forms of carbohydrates, different forms of carbohydrates present in the body. The right answer of this question number 39 is option number B, carbohydrate. So let's move to the next question, question number 40. The force of friction between two surfaces will increase. Okay, when the force of friction can increase. Now what is friction or frictional force? So if I move any body, if I apply a force on any body in a particular direction, suppose if I apply a force on a body in this direction, in the opposite direction, a force will act in the opposite direction against the flow of that body. And this force is known as the force of friction, also known as frictional force. Basically, it opposes the motion of a body. It acts against the direction of the force of the body, applied force of the body. Now, force of friction will increase when we press two surfaces. If two surfaces are pressed harder. So if I press two surfaces harder, or if I press two surfaces very hard, then the force of friction between those surfaces will obviously increase. The right answer of this question number 40 is option number B. The two surfaces are pressed harder, then the force of friction between them will increase. So let's move to the next question of today's series, question number 41. So this question is based on chemistry topic. Which gas is used in inflating balloons? So balloons, inflating balloons, gases are used which are lighter in weight. Those gases which are lightweight are used to inflate balloons. And we know the lightest gas is the hydrogen. The right answer of this question number 41 is option number B, hydrogen. The next question we'll discuss is the question number 42. To which are the two satellite launch vehicle developed by ISRO? A very important question for any examination. So there are many satellite launch vehicles of different space agency, but those satellite launch vehicles are developed by ISRO. The right answer of this is option number C, PSLV and GSLV. Now PSLV is the Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle. Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle. And next is the GSLV. Geosynchronous Satellite Launching Vehicle. So right answer of this question number 42 is option number C, PSLV and GSLV are those satellite launch vehicles that are developed by ISRO. The next question before we is question number 43. Which was India's first operational remote sensing satellite? The satellites used for remote sensing and developed by ISRO and first operational remote sensing satellite. So this is a series of satellites which is known as IRS. And the full form of this IRS is Indian Remote Sensing Satellite. Okay, Indian Remote Sensing Satellites. Now there are many satellites of this IRS series, and the first satellite of this IRS series was IRS-1A, okay, which was launched in the year 17 March 1988 by a Russian space vehicle. It was launched by a Russian space vehicle or a rocket which name was Vostok 2M. The right answer of this question number 43 is option number A, IRS-1A. The next question we'll discuss is the question number 44. To which satellite made India the first nation to succeed on its maiden attempt to Mars? This is the first, India's first mission to Mars, which is known as the Mars Orbiter Mission. MOM. In full name, it is Mars Orbiter Mission, also known as Mangalyaan 1. It was the first mission, India's mission to Mars, and it was also the India's first interplanetary mission. Interplanetary mission. So this Mangalyaan 1 or the Mars Orbiter mission was launched on 5th November 2013 by the Indian Space Vehicle, which is Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle, in short PSLV XL C25. So it was launched in the year November 2013, 5th November 2013 by the Indian Space Vehicle, which is name is PSLV XL C25. The right answer of this question is option number C, Mangalyaan 1. So next is the question number 45. Which of the following gases is used to force ripening of fruits? So which gas is used to force the ripening of fruits? And the right answer of this question number 45 is option number B, ethylene. Now ethylene or ethene is a group of alkenes whose formula is C2H4. Okay, the common formula is C and H twice N in case of such alkenes, and ethene or ethylene is C2H4. So if I talk about ethylene, it is a natural plant hormone. Okay, it is a natural plant hormone which is used in agriculture to force the ripening of fruits. So it is used in agricultural purposes to force the ripening of fruits. The right answer of this question number 45 is option number B, ethylene or ethene. Formula is C2H4. So next, move to the next question, question number 46. So scurvy is caused due to the deficiency of which vitamin? Now scurvy is caused because of the deficiency of vitamin C. Vitamin C is a water soluble vitamin and it is also known as ascorbic acid. The answer is option number B, vitamin C. Next question is again based on vitamins only. The vitamins are substances used for what purposes? Now vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, all are nutrients. So if I talk about any nutrients, nutrients are of two types: macronutrient, micronutrient. Those vitamins which are required in our body in large amount, they are macronutrient. Examples are carbohydrates and fats. And those vitamins which are required by the body in minor amount or small proportion are known as micronutrients. They are basically proteins, vitamins, minerals. So main use of vitamins in our body is they are required in small quantities because they are micronutrients, and they are used to prevent some diseases which are known as deficiency diseases. The right answer of this question number 47 is option number A is the answer. 48 question is based on satellite, a very important question for an examination. Which is the first satellite, first experimental communication satellite launched by the European space vehicle Ariane 1? The right answer of this 48 question is option number B, Apple. Now Apple is one experimental communication satellite which was launched by the European space vehicle Ariane 1, and the full name of Apple is Ariane Passenger Payload Experiment. In short, we say this as Apple. So it was launched by Ariane 1 on 19th June 1981. The right answer of this question number 48 is option number B, Apple. So next, move to the question number 49 of today's series. Which one of the following diseases may be caused by stagnant water? So disease which is maybe caused by stagnant water is the malaria. The right answer is option number 1. So students, let us move to the last question of this series, question number 50. which is based on physics. So when a body is in uniform circular motion, there is no change in which of the following quantities. Now if a body is moving in a uniform circular motion, either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, which of the following does not change? Now since the motion of the body is uniform, the speed will remain constant obviously. Speed will remain constant. So speed will be there will be no change in the speed. Next is the mass. Now mass of a body is the amount of matter present in the body. So mass will obviously be constant again. Mass cannot change in a body. Now if I talk about velocity and acceleration, these two will change. Okay, these two will change when a body moves in uniform circular motion. Velocity depends upon the speed plus the direction, because velocity is a vector quantity. Those quantities which have magnitude plus direction are vector quantities, and those quantities which have magnitude only but no direction are known as scalar quantities. Now velocity is a vector quantity because it depends on the direction also plus the speed. Now at every point of the motion of the body, direction will not be the same. Direction will be tangential to the motion of that body. It is tangential. And so is the acceleration. If velocity will change, acceleration of the body will also change, because acceleration depends upon the velocity only. So 3 and 4 will change. Velocity and acceleration will change when a body is in uniform motion, but speed and mass will not change if a body moves in a uniform circular motion. So the right answer of number 50 question is 1 and 2 are right. That means option number B. So this was the set of 50 questions I have discussed in two series or two videos, consist of 25 questions each. So if you have liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more important videos, and also share this video with your friends. So we'll discuss many more important videos in the coming classes. So till then, thank you everyone.